Okay, thanks to one of my friends, Pac-Billy, I've discovered a Pac-Man clone, which is called Paku-Paku, which probably is actually the original name of the Pac-Man game for the Commodore 64. There's also a DOS version, and it appears to be a more or less arcade perfect layout of the screen. This is actually a revision 0.95, release candidate 1. And let's see if it will respond to my joystick. So this really has an arcade feel to it. And the sound is actually quite similar to that of the Atari Soft version. It's a bit faster, which is good because on PAL machines, the original Atari Soft version really was very slow. Now, the ghosts do behave in a bit of an erratic way. The brown one is really a bit weird, but I mean, you are able to play this without much issues, but the ghosts do behave in a bit of an erratic way, not the arcade patterns that you're used to. But I love the layout. Very tiny sprites, but high resolution sprite. Oops, that was cutting it close. Let's go for the extra. So the game does have different patterns for the ghosts, but they're not very alien. And it's a very playable game, I must say. And I love the almost vertical layout of it. And the fact that they were able to include, curious if it has cutscenes now. Very, very nice that they managed to have the correct aspect ratio, not have it stretched all over the place in the horizontal direction. And they've also used some sort of sub-pixel effect on the characters and the power pills, which really works. And of course, if you view this on the CRT, then it even has a more organic feel to it. The graphics really work. But it's weird that one of the ghosts just doesn't want to leave the den. It just continues to circle there. And the extra life at 10,000 points. So that works. But the ghosts, they need some more work, the logic behind the ghosts. But yeah, I totally like this. Well, thank you, Pac-Billy, Sir Pac-Billy, for pointing this out. I believe this is going to be quite a nice version. There's also an MS-DOS version out for the system, of this game. And I'm quite curious after that as well. And it does ramp up in speed when you get higher levels. And in a way, it's actually quite easy now. The faster you get a lot faster than the ghosts. whoops, I have a bit of an issue taking the correct turn and stuff, but yeah, it feels nice. But the logic behind the ghosts is not, yeah, like I said, it's not that. It's really hard to get that right. Because they need to be stupid enough to make the game winnable, because I mean, it's very easy to program in homing ghosts that just 100% home in on you. You won't be able to escape them at all. So they need to have their own erratic behavior, their idiosyncrasies linked to their colors in order for you to be able to evade them. But here it's just a matter of, you know, staying out of their way and just completing, whoops, yeah, and just completing your runs. And they have yet to change direction on me. But yeah, a very nice proof of concept. And I'm very curious how this will develop. I'll put a link to the web page, because the designer actually put up a web page showing you up-to-date information on the game, and you can download it as a PRG file, Commodore 64 disk image, and all sorts of things that you can actually run on the real hardware or an emulator. The fact that these ghosts remain circling in the ghost entrapment, in the, what is it, in the door, the ghost pen. Whoa. Yeah, whoa, whoa, whoa. But as you can see, it's I mean, I score, I mean, it's actually the first time that I play it. Never played it before. And as you can see, it's actually quite easy to gain a high score, even if you've been awake for about 32 hours and sipping a beer. It's still very easy to just complete your runs, and basically you die due to stupid mistakes. So yeah, very curious how this will end up. But graphically, this is one of the best Pac-Man games on the Commodore 64. Whoops. So yeah, the time that the power pills work gets shortened quite substantially, which makes it a bit more difficult. But with about 2 to 3 of the ghosts remaining in the ghost pin for quite a substantial amount of time during the level, it's actually not too whoops. Oh, bloody hell. I love how one of these specials is actually the Commodore 64 of their Commodore logo. So yeah, so I guess the program is still working out the ghost logic. I've made some Pac-Man clones myself back in the day, and I always found ghost logic to be the most difficult part of for programming the entire Pac-Man game. Because it's tough to get right. Whoops. Let's see how the game over works. Let's see. I'll just stop this video when it's game over time, but it may still be a while. Now, what I would love to see this game finished, you know, improve a bit more. What I also would love is actually a version of Happelaar, a video pack Casey Munchkin, reprogrammed on the Commodore 64. There's quite a few Odyssey 2 video pack games that would just be totally awesome on the Commodore 64. And the trick would actually be to make it as perfect as possible. Because I do think that because of the sprites and, you know, because of the way the screen is laid out, 5,000 points, it's actually not as easy as you'd think. I actually ended up doing a version of this myself. I was trying this out in Game Maker to make a video pack clone, but I never finished it. And whoops, so this is game over, I guess. Well, kudos to the programmer. I'm very curious after a newer version, and I'll put up the link to this Paku-Paku game down below in the video, so you can go check it out yourself. If you don't have a Commodore 64, there's also an MS-DOS version available. And thanks again, Pac Billy, for pointing out this game to me. It's an excellent little game. And this video was, by a large part, inspired by a very famous YouTuber whose fame is still around, but he's not making that many videos. And now you will actually be able to notice my utter lack of sleep, because I totally forgot. I totally forgot the name. But if you see the layout of the video, man, I'm just very tired. But you know, the layout of the Commodore 64 keys in the background. Yeah. So kudos to Polar Ventures, of course. Kudos to Polar Ventures. This is a tribute to your video layout. Mark signing off, and I'll be back with another video soon. Okay, so I just thought, you know, why not just show you the website. So the website is www.deathshadow.com/Paku-Paku C64. I'll put a link down below, but you can actually see that there's an MS-DOS version, which graphically looks very similar. And this is the Commodore 64 version. There's a revision. The last update was in 2012, so I'm not sure if it's going to progress any more, because it has been a while, you know, 2012. I hope the author will pick it up sometime, because it's not really finished yet. The ghost logic is a bit out of whack, but the original Pac-Man map that was used, color graphics, nice, very nice layout, as you can see. So yeah, go check it out. Yeah, link down below in the video, and here you can actually see the screen that I'm using to upload this video right now. Oh, but first I have to stop recording and render it, and then I'm gonna upload it on this YouTube page, so you can actually see the origin in this of this video right here.